Hey there. So, another day and a day closer. And physically closer. I'm in my car, as you can see. I'm actually in my car, taking a little break. It just started to rain and snow. That's always fun when you're driving. I'm here all socially isolated in my car on my way to Frankfurt. I'm on my way to the live studio. Now, the live studio is well, it's not, well, I don't know. We're going to find out together because I'm going to share that little bits and tidbits and all that as we get there. I'm going to be sharing it with all of you too. So yeah, I thought I'd take a little break and I started to talk about a little bit about on the way down there. We're kind of heading all into isolation. So I'll get down there, I'll get tested, and then I'll basically be hanging in my hotel room the rest of the day. And then the next 4 days we have, it's going to be a little crazy because, some of us will be in the studio doing live rehearsals and all that, and technical rehearsals and all this, for Channel 1. And then some of us will be in our hotels, and then it'll switch and all this. So the next 4 days are going to be chaotic and stressful, because either you're in the studio with, probably like your mask on, or you're in front of the camera and you're talking, and then once you're done with the camera, the mask is going back on, and it's going to be a little crazy. But, honestly, my first TechEd ever was 2004 as a customer. And then in 2005, when I joined SAP, I started doing TechEds for SAP. So it's been a crazy journey of TechEds for me anyway. And this year is, yes, it is TechEd, but it is so different than what we're all used to. And it had me thinking as, driving down all alone in my car, you listen to the radio, you listen to music, you listen to audiobook, whatever you happen to do, podcasts, but you also think. And it got me thinking, it could be really cool, and that's what I'm doing here. This video is hashtag SAP community. Here is my hashtag SAP TechEd story. And I would love for other people to do this too. I would be totally blown away at the possibility of listening and hearing everybody else's cool TechEd stories. And I've done, since 2005, I've done like 3 a year in like 3 different countries. So I've done a lot. But I've nowhere near done the most as everybody else. And I think it would be really cool to tell stories. And I thought I would share a story from my first and only TechEd as a customer of SAP. So I was there as just an attendee. It was 2004. It was Munich. Previously, like a week or 2 weeks before that, they were in San Diego for the US one. And they had this really cool thing called an SDN clubhouse set up, right? And Munich was going to have the same thing. So all of us over here in Europe, totally stoked, totally excited. We had to go. So we show up. Yeah. It was, when you go to these like little outdoor cafes and there's like these little tiny tables that are big enough for maybe 2 coffee cups to be put on them with some chairs. So we had like 4 of those, and we were underneath of a staircase off to the side. Total miscommunication between the community team at the time and the event team. Total miscommunication. So we're chilling there. Right, that's our big clubhouse, right? Clubhouse, and but it was really cool. People like DJ Adams and Pierce Harding were there. The 2 of them were doing like sessions on the Java stack and just SOAP versus REST and REST versus SOAP. And it was the stories were, and I could go on and on for hours about this. But it was also my first real experience with a bunch of the community, and I thought it was amazing that DJ was using their shuttle PC to install the actual NetWeaver Java stack on the shuttle PC right there at a table with a whole bunch of people crowded around. And it was utterly amazing. And for me, that was like the hook, and I realized, wow, this is what I want to be part of, right? This is amazing. This is cool. And And, of course, I like to share. And so I wanted to write a blog post. I think there's a picture out there in the ether somewhere of me sitting down with with a pen and a pad of paper, because there was no internet access at all for us until finally Mark ran around and bought individual voucher codes that we could use the event center's internet access to actually go online. So when I think about that, and I think about the fact that, what I'm about to go into and share with you guys from a technology perspective, and how much it's changed, and how much people, and there are so many people at SAP that are really just giving up their weekends, and they're giving up their evenings and their crazy hours and all of this in order to continue to bring TechEd to everybody, even in these crazy times. For me, utterly just proud and happy to be part of the team that's involved, and I'm just honored that I can be one of those people that is able to help bring TechEd forward. So total excitement. I'm really looking forward to it. And once I get down to Frankfurt, and I'll check in with all of you guys again. But starting on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I'll have different opportunities to go over to the live studio. I'm smuggling my phone in, and I'm going to make videos and recordings, and I'm going to really show you guys behind the scenes. So, for those of you that have already reached out on private messages and other ways to say hi and to ask questions and all that, I'm marking them down, I'm remembering them, and I'm going to start finding answers for you. So please keep the questions coming. And above all else, please stay safe, and we look forward to seeing you at SAP TechEd in 2020.